Hey folks, I'm Level 1 Online. In this video, we're going to be installing Windows 10 on our Atomic Pi. Let me give you guys a brief tour. Here we have an Ethernet port. On this board, it only has one USB. It is a USB 3.0, so we will need a USB hub. On the other side, it does have an HDMI out jack. And to get power, what I recommend is one of these mini breakout boards, and it's really simple to install. On this end right here, you just connect it like so, just align it. So I purchased all of this through Ameridroid.com, the mini breakout board, the board itself, and the AC power adapter. Shipping was fast and hassle-free. They're probably the best right now as far as if you want to buy accessories, if you want to buy Pi cases, and single board computers. And no, they're not paying me to say that. So what I recommend with this is a USB hub. It's got 4 ports. And then a USB thumb drive with a copy of Windows installed. The copy of Windows I'll be using is Microsoft Windows 10 Enterprise 2019 LTSC version 1809x64 English. So I got everything hooked up. Let's go ahead and fire this up. Alright, so before we get started, I know I'm going to get this question, so let's cover this. People are going to ask me, where the heck did you get your copy of Windows from, and how the heck did you get it to your USB thumb drive? What I did is I registered to a private tracker site, and I did a search for LTSC. From there, I got the first listing, and I downloaded it. Now, once you download that ISO, it's going to be, my version was 3.7 gigabytes. I installed a program called Rufus. I inserted my USB thumb drive. From here, I select my ISO. I kept everything to the default settings, and then I just hit start. That will transfer the ISO to a format that's compatible to be booted to our Atomic Pi. So as soon as the Atomic Pi powers up, you're going to see it says setup. Make sure you hit the delete button at the top right of your keyboard. At this point, we need to scroll over to our boot section. By default, it's going to look like this. It's going to say IP4 and IP6. We need to just disable those. And let's make sure our USB thumb drive is at the top. Scroll to the right, hit Save Changes and Reset. On this screen, just navigate to the next, hit Enter. On this screen, you can click on Install Now. Alright, on this screen, you will get a notice. Just hit Accept. Right here, we're going to hit Custom. So on this screen, I'm going to delete every single one of these partitions. Alright, once everything is deleted, let's hit Next. So we can just sit back at this point and wait for the install to finish. So while that's transferring over, I'm just going to play me a quick match of League of Legends. There's my character right there. So once the process finishes, it's going to reboot. It might get stuck here for a little bit, just be patient. Alright, so I'm going to walk you through the setup. If you're in the United States, just hit yes. Is this the right keyboard layout? Hit yes. Skip. Connecting to a network, skip for now. Hit no. Who's going to use this PC? Let me type in my name. I don't want to create a password, so I'm going to leave it blank. I hit next. On this one, I'm going to hit no. So for this one, I'm just going to uncheck everything. So now that we're on our desktop, it's just a matter of getting the right drivers installed. First thing I'm going to take care of is the video drivers. So we can go ahead and connect our Ethernet to the Ethernet port on our Atomic Pi, and we can start the update and it'll start to run all these updates. I also recommend go to your drivers list, your device manager, and you're going to see a row of drivers that are uninstalled. All you got to do is hit update driver, search automatically, and for the ones that are not installed, you just let the Windows update take care of that. The one driver I was not able to get installed was the audio driver. So as a workaround, I'm using a USB sound card. When it comes to installing Steam, I recommend installing it on an external drive. Alright, so the first game I will be checking out is Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds. This is saved on an external solid state hard drive. The opening cinematics, it looks like it's struggling, so let's just skip by that. Alright, so once we get in game, we are at 30 frames a second. So when there's heavy enemy presence, it does tend to slow down. Once I kill all the enemies, it should loosen up. So this game, I figured because it's 3D or 2D sprite based, that I'd be able to run this at a clean 60 FPS. It seems to be struggling at 30. So for this, I'm gonna have to say this test is a fail in my opinion. It's still somewhat playable. If you really want to play it, you can play it at half the speed. Alright, the next game I'm gonna try is Castle Crashers. Alright, so this game appears to be running just fine at 1920 by 1080, 60 frames per second. So this is my intention for this particular board. So this is a win. So I'm going to be testing out other games. I'm going to see if maybe something like Double Dragon Neon will work on here. There's also another game that I like to play called One Finger Death Punch, and that's a real simple game that's easy on the graphics. I'm gonna also check for some 3D games, maybe something like Beyond Good and Evil. That might be pushing it. So what's great about this game, it does support online multiplayer. So if you're trying to get together with some friends online, a little $35 computer is not a bad idea. So my final thoughts are this: if you're trying to store Windows on the onboard storage, you're going to run into some problems, because look right here, I am now down to 1.25 gigabytes free. This is after the updates. so I had to rely on an external drive. And during the recording of this drive did crash on me. I wasn't giving my USB hub enough juice, and I think that's why it crashed. So my recommendation, if you're going to get a USB hub, at least get one that is powered, that has external power. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little mini setup guide. I don't do these very often. I'm not a huge guru when it comes to this stuff. So please, do me a favor. Let me know in the comments what you think. Give me a thumbs up. I'll check you guys later. Take care.